Hey everybody, this is Erico here. I hope you guys are doing well. We got humans shooting stuff out into space again, and they're trying to put more things on the moon. We have a history of humans, especially in America, on planet Earth, trying to finagle, mess with, disturb the moon's peace. And now Japan is the fifth place to have successfully shot some mechanical thing to the moon.
It was built to hop, roll, and take photos on the moon. And after swinging through the solar system for 4 months, this five-legged lander just made Japan the fifth ever country to pull off a lunar landing.
On the 20th of January 2024, at 20 minutes past midnight, the smart lander for investigating moon landed. We have been able to confirm that it has arrived on the moon's surface.
Slim left Earth on September 6th, but instead of burning fuel to get to the moon quickly, it took the long way around. The lightweight craft soared, guided only by gravity. On December 25th, it eased into lunar orbit. Its goal was to hit a target on the surface more precisely than ever before.
And everybody is celebrating this. They charged this thing up with 4 months worth of battery life and sent it out into space. And nobody knew if it'd actually make it or not. From the way it was designed, it was supposed to make a trip around the moon and then come to land in a specific spot. And it did not. It landed away from the spot that it was supposed to, in a crater. Some say they landed upside down. Some say they actually landed like it was supposed to. Now it is on the moon. And so many Japanese people are looking at this, and when they found out 4 months later that this has been a success, they're like, yatta! Yay! Oh yeah, baby, yay! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Hey, do it with me, dig it with me, dig it with me, dig it with me. No, like, really, no, they really were, like, super stoked about this whole thing. And it just ended up being a sadness in the happiness of Japanese people, because it's not going to stay active. They found out that the battery life now is at like 17%, and there are these solar panels that are supposed to use the sun's rays to give it more energy, but the sun is like hiding, like, you're not using nothing from me. I'm gonna go around and come back. And, if my rays touch you, it touch you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So, you just break down and die, basically. So they're like, well, we're getting information from the little bit of battery life that it has left, and it just stuck there. And they're like, it's still a success. We'll come back to this later on. Meanwhile, Japan is suffering with more earthquakes. They're pulling 90-year-old people out of rubble. And I guess this is like the little bit of happiness that they're supposed to have. I'm honestly like, is going to the moon so attractive? Are people so infatuated with going to the moon? Like, I understand shooting stuff up there. Shooting stuff up there. The dirty mind. Shooting stuff into space to find out information. And we want research on what's out there. We want to know, what controls the weather. where this light from the moon and the sun and the stars are coming from, and the current state of space. We want to know. We're greedy, we're humans, we got to be in everybody's business. But it's just good to know that we're a planet, we're floating in this thing called space, and all these different things are going on. And I've never had a desire to live on the moon. And they're saying that there's this fight right now where China's involved, America's involved. All these different people are trying to launch stuff onto the moon because they want resources. They want liquid. They want to know if it's possible to live there, and can they shoot somebody out there in a spaceship and they can live there for a certain amount of time. I have no desire. I'm going to be honest with you. Maybe some people have this longing, burning desire to live out there, but I do not. I will go down in flames and blow up with the earth before I go and live on the moon. There's a lot going on the earth, but we don't know if there's a lot going on the moon. Like, they're saying there's no life on there, but how you really know? We might get out there and it might be like some weird tentacle things like, how are you? I'm gonna suck out your brains. That's not something I wanna be a part of, or I don't want to experience nothing that has to do with like an alien horror movie. That's not for me. That's not cute. That's not something that I would be able to survive from. And like the gravity and all of that, like how we won't get like exploded and detrimented from going out there. Man, it's so so weird sometimes. Like, we just gotta be like messing with everything. I mean, they mess with the equator. Look at the equator. The equator is all messed up. It's just a hot mess. Look at what's going on. You messing with the moon. The moon controls the waves, the gravity pull of the waves and all that. You gonna look, the whole ocean gonna be up in the sky because you keep messing with stuff, and people gonna be like, oh my god, like the clouds are becoming water. It's just, leave stuff alone. Research it, but I feel like there's a certain point where you should leave stuff alone. Like, I feel like things are supposed to be like it is, and when man messes with stuff, you throw stuff off balance. And we're already suffering with tsunamis and earthquakes and hurricanes and all this stuff, and temperatures acting weird, and all this different imbalance of the weather is going on, and we're having wars and mass destruction of weapons, and that stuff from that is going up in the air. That's ruining all of our pollution. It's just causing more stuff to happen. Pollution in the air. Like, it's a lot going on when you really sit and really think about it.
Last decade, China and India placed the first modern landers on the lunar surface. The US, Russia, and China are all planning to send humans there soon, but private companies in the US and Japan recently failed expensive landing attempts.
We are finally trying to build a base where people can live or stay for a long period of time on the moon. So it is important that we can show that Japan has the technological capability to make this landing on its own.
And it's like Japan is worried about what's going on the moon up in space, but meanwhile, you got to rebuild from the earthquake. And China just had another earthquake. We don't know what's going on with China and North Korea and their crazy asses, and them trying to like blow up everybody basically, but they're trying to be slick about it. It's just like, I don't think going to the moon is going to solve this. So the spacecraft that they sent out there is called Mr. Slim. Slim Slady. And he was designed to roll, jump, hop, everything you needed to do. And I think it's amazing that they built this on such a small budget compared to like what America has, and that they took so much pride in making it. I think that this is fine. I think that they probably should have shot it up with a little bit more electricity so it could have lasted longer than the duration of it just landing on the moon. I'm okay with them like taking stuff and shooting it up there so they can look and see what's going on and to find out more information about the moon. I think it's important that we learn about the moon. Do I want to live on the moon? No. Do I care about which country shoots whatever up there and gets there first and finds the resources that they need? I don't care. I don't care if America's first. I don't care who's first. I mean, everybody should just share everything. Just share it. All that you find should just be shared. I feel like all the resources that are found should be shared. All of the different places should share this information because it's going to end up being shared anyway. It's going to go into books and it's going to go in history, and it's just important that we know what's going on. I just don't think that you should like pick and probe with stuff too much because you never know what the outcome is going to be. Meanwhile, I'm up here, Japan is looking at the moon and earthquakes and all that, and I'm wondering why, like, I'm getting into, like, my boy idol phase right now, and I'm really into Six Tones, and I want to know why Six Tones music is not available on iTunes or, like, really outside of Japan. I had to go and hunt down through, like, temples and even throw on a kimono to find Six Tones' new album, and I'm not happy about it. I'm like, this album was released, what, like a week and a half ago? And I'm just now getting to listen to it and experience it. So there's no Arashi right now. Arashi has been a hiatus for I don't know how long. So now I'm into Six Tones. Yeah, the more you know. You guys, this is a lot to think about. Put below how you feel about all of this. Do you want to go to the moon? Why do you want to go to the moon? Do you not want to go to the moon? Why do you not want to go to the moon? Put how you feel below. Follow my social media, mostly my Instagram. Also a blog on East and Pop Culture. The link is always down in the description box below. And remember, be real, stay real, live in the real, and I will always be back. Thank you for watching. Can't wait to read your comments. I will see you in the next video.